Hey y'all, hey! Happy Friday! Happy Friday, live with the Dows every single Friday. Yes, so are y'all all set for this event? Table's almost sold out. What y'all gonna do? Better make a move. Don't wait till the last minute.
I want to thank the people right now for already that is checking in. And for the event that we having in Houston, the Dream Team event, this one right here, it's off the chain. We selling tables every day. This is going down, and we 2.5 months out, so it's looking real great for the event, and I'm grateful for that. It's a lot going on. We also doing, my daughter and I, we're doing a Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is on the 14th.
Yes, February 14th.
And that's Friday.
That's a Friday.
Yes, and we're doing an event in Baldwin Hills, California. And let me see. The other event is the next day. That's Bobby Green.
Hi, Sheila.
And his event that he's doing with the ballroomers and steppers. Yes. And that's going to be really extremely nice as well. Mm-hmm. We're glad that we got through the holiday season. Then we had all these tragedies out here in California, but that's clearing up now. You know, everything is slowly getting back to normal. So, you know, it's all good. It is what it is. Got my brother Harry here sitting in with us on the session again.
Hey, Uncle Matt.
What up?
So I logged into our TikTok account today, and the following is really growing on TikTok. So shout out to y'all for tuning in with us.
You didn't tell me. No, I'm being stupid. You didn't tell me this.
I forgot. I just thought of it. So yes, follow our TikTok, Universal Steppin, our YouTube channel, Universal Steppin. And we're just excited this whole entire year to bring you all great interviews, great history. Thank you. So great history. We ready. It's going to be an amazing year for Universal Steppin Network. We have some plans. Can't speak of anything right now, but yes, it's going to be an exciting, explosive year for us.
We got a great guest tonight. Why is that glare on there? Do you see it?
The glare? I'm going to try to clear that glare.
You need a napkin?
Oh, it's gone. Oh, not really. Just slight glare right there.
What was I speaking of? I forgot. Just that quick. We mentioned. We got a great guest tonight.
Oh, that's what you were speaking of.
Yeah, really a beautiful thing. Yeah. And she's somebody that everybody knows. So this is gonna go real well.
She's so poised, so classy, so graceful, and she just has a ball of energy, just super positive, just know how to do. Like, she's simply amazing, and she's been an asset to this community.
They like, well, who is it? What y'all keep?
You'll see. Give me one moment. Oh,
this year is starting off pretty grand in the community. You know, we got a lot of people inboxing us and contacting us and telling us they love what we're doing with this show, where we're coming from and what it's about. And I'm grateful for that, because that's what we set out to do, you know. We wasn't trying to bring a lot of mess to the table and all that. It's enough of all that going on. We need some peace and harmony, some understanding, giving out a few flowers. What the heck? It's a beautiful thing. Also, listeners, followers, y'all go get a version of a history of the culture, the stepping culture. This book that I put together, bestseller. It's been selling ever since I got it, wrote it, I should say. And y'all check out the book on Amazon. Tony Dow, Steppin', A History of the Dance. It's a beautiful thing. Action-packed year we're heading into 2025. The stepping culture and the events that are going on. I see some really interesting flyers floating about, and it's going to get better and better. You all will see them as we continue with the weeks ahead. But I've seen some really good flyers out there, and you all will be interested in quite a few of these events. One of the things that I wanted to say about the Houston event with the Dream Team is that was actually put together for a reason, to accommodate a lot of these women that are going to these weekend events and they're not getting dances, or they go into the workshops and they're not getting the proper knowledge that they put in for. So that was what this was designed for, to accommodate those issues. Make sure these women get dances with the best dancers in the culture, and make sure that they learn and the workshop is good for them and their money that they're spending, you know. So that's the reason why we put this together, and everybody's eating it up. They coming, they buying the tickets, the tables, everything. So hats off to y'all, and thanks for rolling with us. So what's happening?
So our guest is a hairstylist, so will be ready in 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes? That ain't nothing. We can wade through the water with that. It's a lot that goes into putting these events together. It's a whole lot. Make sure everybody's accommodated and all that on every level, with the food and the security and the drinks.
Well, Bima has been doing a superb job. So shout out to Bima from Good Girl Productions. She has definitely been putting on for the Dream Team, just trying to accommodate the people who attend the event in every way possible, from free food to open bar to shuttle services. And then where the event is,
food every single day.
It's a lot of attractions right in that area. So she's done a superb job. So shout out to Bima.
They're having the NYCE. Ain't that it? NYCE. Nice event this weekend. They started kickoff today or yesterday, I believe it was. One of the Dream Team members, Royce, is there doing a workshop. Shout out to Royce.
Swan, Vicky Henning. Yes.
Swan, he was our guest last week. Vicky Henning, they all there doing workshops, and that's always a really nice set. They have the fashion show and all that, so it's a unique event.
G Hunt, shout out to G Hunt.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. On his fashion, entrepreneurship, you know, we be seeing them, him and his wife, Terry, in different countries, cities, whatever, and they be representing, they be fly, sharp, you know, it's a good look. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Shout out to Rose Moore, one of my partners, stepping.
Shout out to Rose.
Bringing the fashion.
Rose do not play with the girls when it comes to dressing. And her online boutique, her clothing line, she slays. You got to check her out. She has some nice apparel.
She really does. It's really classy. It's really something to sought after. Shout out to Kathy Jones, West Side of Chicago, catering. With that food's so damn good. I went, tried to give her my money. She wouldn't take it. I left that money anyway. That food was good. I'm not even kidding. You know how you want somebody to really understand that you appreciate it? The way our grandmamas and them used to cook.
You look at them differently, like you're not human. Like you really made that?
Oh, all I can say is when somebody can really make those oxtails, that's not something you just get together and make. Somebody, great grandmama had to teach you.
My grandma taught me.
Right, and my daddy, he taught us too. They both two good cooks on both sides of the family. But it was the cornbread. Listen, everybody can't make really good cornbread because, you know, generations after us all got hooked on Jiffy. Y'all can admit it, right? Mm-hmm. Jiffy was it. And that was...
Jiffy. But I was hooked on hot water cornbread too. And
that's old school.
That Granddaddy made.
Yeah,
that
he
hot
made
water
the best cornbread I ever
fried
tasted.
cornbread. Oh my God. With its red beans and rice.
Yes, well, I like corn cakes. That's hot water cornbread.
That's what I meant, the corn cakes.
Right. I know that when you said fried, I know that's what you was talking about. That's what Daddy used to make, them corn cakes. Mm-hmm. But oxtails and rice and carrots and stuff and cornbread. And Kathy, you stock all that over there on the west side. Such good food. Y'all need to check her out. Like when y'all be going to Chicago, some of you out of towners. Mm-hmm. Look up, when you come to town for some of them events, look up Kathy Jones on Facebook.
Yes.
Hit her up and go swing by there and it's worth it. I'm trying to tell y'all something. You know, this is the whole treasure about Chicago and all that goes with this dance. Am I right?
No, you're absolutely right. Big fact.
This is what it is. You ain't got to, you know, y'all be talking about Harold's and all that. Go to Kathy Jones' house. That's where you go. Get that damn food. I'm telling y'all. Told you once, told you twice. So yeah, good things are happening.
Yeah, and if you all haven't gotten a chance to check out our last interview with Swan Malik.
Oh, we was getting calls all week, wasn't we?
Yes. It was a really great interview, so you all should check it out. Yeah,
it was good. It was factual. Swan is from his era when he came. And that's the thing about every guest we have. Mm-hmm. Everybody got a story. They got a time frame. You know, they have insight.
And they have their place.
They walk, they walk.
In this culture.
Yeah, sure. Everybody's walk is a walk that means something.
Everybody's an ingredient to this whole pot mixture of this culture that we love of stepping. So yes, it was pretty dope.
Cynthia Bean. Mm-hmm. She reached out to you. Mm-hmm. Because we had spoke on her and everything, and this is another vein to this thing.
Piece to the puzzle.
Thoroughfare, yeah, yes. Where you can get through and find out information and stuff. She's got the 411 on where things are happening, what weekends, and you can plan your whole year calendar off of what she puts up, you know, a time frame of things going on around the country to do with stepping.
Yes.
I would like to know, how do y'all feel about really sensual dance from a man that's leading the dance? How do some of you women feel about that? Because a sensual dance has to do with levels of talent, when you say. Mm-hmm. You can be able to pull this off without being vulgar or doing too much. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about a really sensual dance.
Hi, Tina. Shout out to Tina Moore.
And
Chicago's finest.
Where does that... Hey, Tina, that's my sister. Where does that put you as a female when a male comes along and asks you to dance off of a record that is appropriate for a sensual dance, and then you get it?
Yeah, I think you kind of have to know that person already to have some type of chemistry. I mean, it can happen without you knowing
I
them.
I don't.
But yes, that will add on to it.
So my Aunt Karen, she was telling me about, they used to go to the Peps back in the day. That's one of the classic ballrooms in Chicago walkers and strollers and slow boppers and stuff used to frequent these places. And she explained to me, because her husband and her could really walk well, couldn't they? Mm-hmm. And he was real tall, she was real short. She explained, she said this man, he came and he asked her to dance, to walk. And this was during time where it was just a dance. It wasn't about all that husband and wife stuff, you know. This is what they did. Mm-hmm. And she said that man, blessed her soul. He was so sensual and so smooth, so respectful. She said it blew her away because it was something that a woman could only sit there and dream of. And then he walked up and gave her what she looked for. And she didn't know him from Adam's house cat. Mm-hmm. And the fact that her husband was in here, sitting right there, it was a whole thing. It was like, she was like, I was blown away. She said he took my hand and put it behind my own head and grabbed me and cheek to cheek. And I said, okay, I'm going to use all that bullshit.
The dogs like what you said too.
Yeah, I think Roxy didn't like what I said. Like, niggas, what is you talking about?
Oh my God, that's hilarious. But yeah, just to add on to what he's saying, that is true. Sometimes you get two people, that's happened to me before, that I've never met before. And then we just dance and the dance is explosive. So it's very, very possible. But yes, both of those dancers have to be willing to accommodate their partner and just have to be open-minded and have skill under their belt. That takes experience. So yes, for sure. Yep.
Yeah, I was asking that because one of the younger guys asked me, you know, is he doing too much with the whole sensual thing with the women? You know, and I'm not wanting to give the answer. You understand what I'm saying? He's asking me like, is it too much when you walk up on a female that you don't know and you give her that sensual dance? I'm like, well, what kind of energy are you getting back from them? Mm-hmm. And he was like, it don't be no different one way or other, but I guess he was trying to find out why he wasn't getting the response he was looking for.
Well, have he worked on his skills? Because that has a lot to do with it. Like, you're respected in a way when somebody grab you and they really know how to dance. It's like, okay, it's a respect level. Like, you know what you're doing. And then you can't just jump into doing these sensual moves. You have to kind of test the waters first. You have to do certain moves and test them on a woman to see how she reacts to it before you just go jump off the deep end. Does that make sense?
To me, it do. That's why I stopped talking. No, I'm trying to help. I ain't trying to cause trouble.
That's hilarious.
Yes. I need you to put together me a list of the newer music, the new school music that you used to dance to, moving forward from the 3G era. So I got some of the young guys, they was asking like, why y'all always, when we say send us some music, y'all always send this certain time frame of music. And that's legitimate, because that's the first thing we go to. Us that was from back in the day, we're going to go to that music that we started dancing to and all that. And they like, not quite back that far. You know what I mean? Like, give me something that I could relate to. And that's understandable. You know, the 90s.
Who are these people?
The 90s, some of the guys that I've been mentoring, they've been calling me with different stuff. You know, it's levels to it. And they want to fill these holes and slots that they are having questions about. I think the 90s music was like the 70s music to us.
Right.
To you all. Because there was some good music being sampled from a lot of that music we had. And it's even better. You know, even the beats and stuff had even gotten a little better. Yeah,
there were a couple of time stamps of the music changing the dance and the culture, where new styles were created and invented. And
off
like he was saying, the 70s,
music.
That was the time stamp when the JBs came out. And the Man on Man, or what you call, the Man on Man now was back then called, was it freestyle?
Well, it wasn't called freestyle. That came in with the contest. But
okay.
it was just dancing, and it was battle dancing. It was competition dancing, and that. But I remember that a lot of the 90s music, all the way up to the end, it was some really good funky music coming out. Like I'm talking about, and all them James Brown beats that they had vamped and remixed and did all that and sampled and everything, made some really good. And they were sampling the Isley Brothers, all the good music that we danced to.
Yeah, for sure.
And they enhanced it and then added rap or whatever. But you don't really hear them play a lot of that music now.
Right. I get it. But back to what your student was saying, you know, there are new songs that come out and the culture just eats it up. And there are only a few of the modern day music that is in heavy rotation in the culture.
Say that again? It's only
a few songs of modern day music that's in heavy rotation. Like, for example, Boo'd Up by LMA, when that came out, it was in heavy rotation.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like John Legend.
Tonight's the night.
Those songs.
You know. You have other songs, but they're not as popular, so maybe that's why we can't remember it like right off the bat. So we give them the songs that we know that were really popular at the time. But yeah.
See, what I remember and what I know about it is that music made us dance different. Mm-hmm. Just like if you play a song out the 70s.
Hey, Maddie B. Shout out to Maddie B.
That's right.
The line dance queen.
A lot of the music out of the 70s, 80s, whatever, when you put that on, it's going to dictate our dance. Mm-hmm. You follow me? So, I'm like, I remember that 90s music dictating our dance to the point. You remember Rock the Boat?
Yes, by Aaliyah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. That was one of those songs that we got engulfed in.
Shake It Fast by Mystical.
That's another one.
Yeah, for sure.
That's another one. Those beats, they were like, we can do something with this on an outrageous level. Mm-hmm. Mystical is like the rapping James Brown.
Yeah, he's the modern James Brown for sure. He had a lot of soul in his rapping. And that beat that the Neptunes made, that was crazy.
That was. Mm-hmm. It was good stuff.
Yep. So yeah, I'll work on that list. Keep my ears to the ground and get you some of those songs that your students want their playlists.
We got a really good photographer for the event, the filming that we're going to be doing concerning the documentary we take and all that for the Houston event. We found a really good guy, and his work is impeccable. I can't wait to see the finished product once we do the things that we have to do. Mm-hmm. Honoring Westside Mike and Sean Bandy. It's going to be Theo Duncan's birthday.
Westside Mike is so deserving of his award, and along with the other people who are receiving their award, because he's been in the culture for decades and he's a heavy influencer, and I can't wait to see him receive his flowers and everybody else who are receiving
He's a very unique person.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when we were involved with that whole R. Kelly movement for the video and all that, and he was one of the main people involved too. And
absolutely,
we went to California, and we're here with all these celebrities in this building because we got to go early that day for rehearsals and all this stuff. And Westside Mike's personality was bigger than life. It was larger than life. It was more than what those people could handle because he was so for real. Mm-hmm. And he's walking up to people like 50 Cent and them telling them, sign my gym shoes. Nigga, do you know who I am? And that is fantastic, you know. That's something you can't buy that or make it up. This guy believes so much in himself and his art until everybody stand down. Yeah, I know you 50 Cent. Do you know who I am? I'm West Side Mike. Up in this joint. What? Y'all better go ask somebody who I am and stop all this. But that's what I was fascinated about by him. That he was
she's watching, okay.
he was a big shot. It didn't matter where we was or what was going on or any of that, you know? That's I could only admire that.
So our guest is here. Let me see. I'm going to get this started.
Your guest is here? I'll go out and get him. Bring him in. Have him sit down with the guest.
So yes, our guest is watching. I'm telling y'all, Facebook gets some haters. They some haters. Oh my God. Let me try to get her on here because she's definitely in the building.
Yeah, she's a busy woman.
She's a big shot. Stop playing with her.
Yeah, she got stuff to do. She's lending us her time.
Yep.
Roxy, you wrong for barking as soon as I walk away.
She like, where you going? That's what that bark is about. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Shout out to all of the supporters. You guys are totally amazing. We appreciate every single one of you. Let me go ahead and try to get her. To our guest that's watching, are you able to send us a request because it's not letting me add you for some reason, but if you're able to send me a request
to come on,
go ahead and do that. Hold on, let me step away and call her. Let me call my guest real quick.
every day the sun comes up around her. She can make the birds sing harmony. Every drop of rain is glad it found her. Heaven must have made her just for me. When she smiles so warm and tender, a sight for sore eyes to see. Yeah. Ooh, y'all don't have a clue about that. That's that music, y'all. That's what we dance to. That I remember back in the day, Chick Ricks, they used to play all the classics that we would step to. Like, man, I didn't really know you could dance to these songs like this. Like, it's a shame the way you mess around with me, babe. It's a shame the way you hurt me. I saw Harvey. That was Pete's brother. Pete Frazier's brother, Harvey. Back in the day, they played that at Chick Ricks, man. And it came on, and he romanced that girl all around that floor in that song. That boy won that Thursday night contest that time. He won. I'm talking about the music connected with him and her and the whole energy of what they get a chance to see stuff like that, man, and you never forget it, you know. They do. Messing with our life. No, that was... Yes. She's trying to pull this guest on while we keep the entertainment going. You know, one thing about this culture is, I was explaining it before, you put on your clothes and all that and you go out, you feel so good, like you're going to see people, greet people, This music is from our people in our past, so it's all a good feeling. You step out, and then putting this dancing to it, you know, on the floor to the music with the clothes on, you're feeling good and all that. That was something that always fascinated me, how we could get together, a man and a woman, and hold hands and hold each other and do this dance. I don't know if I could explain it totally, but it is truly captivating to be able to grab a person in the room. Any person in the room can grab any other person, and you get up here and you do this dance that brings us all together. And that's what's so unique about stepping. Aside from dances like salsa and ballroom and these other dances, stepping allows you to speak your personality inside of the structured moves. It's the only dance of its kind. That's why we're all so attracted to it, because salsa or ballroom or hand dancing or a lot of these dances is so structured until you can't really get outside of the box and make it work. That's the unique thing about stepping. This is what is promoted. This is what is a part of this dance, that you can do it in your own style, but yet it's a structured dance. So that for me, man, it's like different personalities to each style of dance. And that's what makes the competitions so exciting, because you're going to see different personalities come to the table and take this thing to the next level, where most of the people in the room are in agreement with this person should win. You know, it's a beautiful thing. Something I've never seen in another dance or dance culture before. And that's what I love about stepping. And it's a dance that comes from the streets, urban streets, and culture. A lot of the dances that are structured, they have this certain amount of prestige or class or whatever, where stepping is a street dance. So the more you can represent that of natural ability to relate to hood or the streets or whatever, that's how this dance was brought about. So that is what is looked up to. And it's very unique in that way to me. Also, the range, the different range of music that we can dance to from A to Z has always been amazing to me. What'd y'all come up with?
I was not able to add her on the live, but we do have her on the line. The same thing we did with Tall Rick. So let's see here.
Really?
Yeah.
We're going to make it work.
So go ahead and give her an introduction.
So we have our guest on the phone, actually, because it wasn't able to connect technically. This person is Rose Wellington, Chicago's finest, born and raised. She goes back to the beginning of this whole thing, quarter parties, the dungeon, all these places that are historical to the people that have came into the culture. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put some hearts up, give some hands, rounds of applause for the one and only, the promoting queen of our culture, Mrs. Rose Wellington.
Hello.
How are you, sweetheart? Turn it up.
Hello.
Yes. You here, Rose? How are you? How are you?
Okay, here I come. Somebody get ready to tell me how to get in.
Oh,
Yes, I am.
they gonna hook you up?
They trying to hook me up. What's she at? Oh.
They trying to get her on there.
Okay. Just try to send us a request to join a live. Yeah, Facebook Live.
Facebook Live. Rose
We
says
letting y'all in on what we be doing behind the scenes when Facebook be hating.
that's all right. Rose got people. She done called her girls in. We about to straighten this crap right out.
Period, okay?
Rose?
I will be prepared next time.
Okay.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, go ahead.
So, we just introduced you to the people, Rose. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about your beginnings and what's going on with you in the stepping and how you got started and all of that. Rose?
Yes.
Why don't you go ahead and tell the people how you got started in stepping, your beginnings, and where you used to go and how you got to this point?
Well, actually, my beginning is, I'm ready to tell you guys.
Come on with it. We got you on the live, your speaker.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God, did I cut them off?
You can go ahead and talk because it looks like the live is not happening.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You can go ahead and speak. The live is not working, so just go ahead and speak. We have you on speakerphone with our followers, our viewers.
Yeah, so actually, I'm a hairstylist for 45 years.
Hairstylist from where?
I previously owned 3 salons in Roseland, where I have grew up at 54 years.
So Roseland is a part of Chicago, correct?
Absolutely.
South side of Chicago,
Yes, outside of Chicago.
out in the hundreds.
With 116th Michigan, 114th and Michigan, 119th Street.
Beautiful.
Yes, Chicago.
Entrepreneur.
Yes, and so me started giving big hair fashion shows. The Famous Lounge was happy about the crowd that I brought there, so he offered me 25% off the bar for after work stepper set every Thursday.
Really?
And that's how I got started from the hair fashion show and started an after work stepper set. Then Sam Chapman came by a few times and asked me to get into a stepper set called 33 Carat. But they never did ask me, waiting like 3-4 months. And so, me doing an after work stepper set on Thursday, I went to Mr. G's, where I was at for 19 years, having both sides of the place of doing my stepper set. And then from there, I went to the stable room. I went to the Legacy, which is now Vision. I went to the Dorchester. So I've just been around, like, networking, pushing out 4,000 flyers a month, trying to go to at least 4 or 5 places in one night, hopefully to get at least 4 or 5 people out of each place, because new customers are your best customers.
So I want to back this up a minute because we got a lot of listeners from all over the world. And a lot of these people are fascinated by the Chicago culture and what we had going back in the beginning. So you actually used to go to the dungeon. Is that true?
Yes, I used to live around the corner from the dungeon.
Correct.
On 108th and Wabash.
Right.
Mr. Barnes used to live on 107th and Wabash, and I used to pass out flyers for Mr. Barnes, and he used to let me in free.
So Mr. Barnes was who?
He owned the dungeon.
Correct. He was the owner of the dungeon.
Yes.
And you've been connected. And what year are we talking?
Oh, we talking in the early 70s.
Wow.
Yeah, because even before I came to the stepper scene and before I came to the dungeon, we used to do quarter party. I also had a waistline party.
Y'all, I want y'all to put some hearts up if y'all can hear her real well.
Rose Wellington is on the live, y'all. That's who we're talking with.
Put some hearts up if y'all can hear her well. So you moved forward in the culture.
Ask me
And
that question again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
no, I said, so moving forward, how did you become the #1 female promoter in the culture?
Well, before I even started my set, the very first flyer that I had printed up in all 4 corners, it said the #1 stepper set because that was my goal. Anything I involve in do, I try to get 100%. So 33 years ago, that was my goal, to become the #1 stepper set. I support the new school, old school, anything anybody invite me to. I mean, I plug at the gas station, the laundromat. I plug at the light. You know, anyone that's 40 and older, I give them a flyer.
You know, I can attest to that. I remember one time they got together and had a party for me at my mother's home out on 123rd in Normal. And you came by, remember?
Yes.
And we was all in the basement stepping. A lot of my favorite girls. You were one of them. And I'll be damned if Rose didn't go upstairs through the house and plug to my mama and everybody. And it was a beautiful.
To do your mother-in-law hair.
Right. You used to do my mother-in-law's hair. You're a very familiar and outgoing person, Rose.
Yep.
And your spirit is one of delight. And the way you carry yourself, no one can turn you down. You know, we had Swan on the show last week. Swan?
Yes.
And he spoke about a time when him and all the younger guys, Bobby and all of them, Tyrone Rice, all of them, Noel, all of them, they came to your set at Mr. G's and they had on blue jean suits and FUBUs and stuff. And they went and got you because they knew you. They said, go get Rose. And they went and got you. And you said, what's going on, babies? And you said, y'all can't get in. You said, now go home and change and come back. And they went home and changed and came back. And you went to the door and said, okay, now y'all can get in free. And he was so honored and blessed by that move that you made. But you see, what I'm trying to explain is that is exactly who you are and who you've been the whole while. You know, a person, you tell them, meet me halfway, and I'll meet you halfway.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It was one of my ways of having control over the set, because Mr. G's was on 87th Street, Main Street, and then all those young people, that's what they wore, was blue jeans out. And so to have control over the set, because once the young people drive by and they see all them cars out there, they want to come in the party too with us grown folks, and that didn't work. So that's what made me change no blue jeans, to keep the young people out so it stayed a mature adults classy stepper set for us.
And that speaks a lot, because it's like when you're dressed up in these suits and these elegant dresses and these heels, you carry yourself differently. Like you're not in the mood to be, you know, on the humbug stuff. You're like, okay, I'm gonna act how I look. So yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, also on the other side of that, every now and then you'll have a blue jean set, correct?
Absolutely. I'm having one this month, next Saturday, January 25th. We are stepping in jeans at Vision.
Right.
And I have one every September as well. I normally do Scony hats and jeans this month, but Russian getting the flyer, I'll do my Scony hats and jeans in September.
And that's amazing because to me, that shows that you're accommodating the growth of Steppin.
Correct.
Just like how you had those young guys come back and you told them you all are getting
Meet you
free.
halfway.
So now you
Yes,
know that the
baby.
young people like to wear jeans, and now you're having a set specifically for people in jean attire. And you're right, that is a key factor of how you represent the new school and the old school. So that's amazing.
Yeah, she's about the growth of the dance.
Yep.
Yes, and now even people still come out no matter what attire I have. Next month, we stepping in red. If they come in jeans, I still allow them to come in because they're of age.
Yeah, and times have
now
changed.
We dress up with jeans, but like Dominique say, like, if I come out in some jeans, I might be a little bit more loose. I might have an extra drink. But if I have on some heels and me a dress and my pearls, then I'm going to conduct and carry myself more a lady, you know. But it is what it is. This is about let's all come together. Let's all get along.
Look, also, I wanted to congratulate you on your outfit that at the Capricorn ball that you had on. You look just like a class act. That silver dress with gloves and pearls and all these things that my mother used to wear. And you know, I looked at the people around you, the ladies that were dressed around you. They all looked good and everything, but
Yes.
you was on a different level of class, and I have to give you credit for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know that means a lot to you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's why you
Truly
dressed
appreciate
like
it.
that. Yes, absolutely.
So now, Rose, you have been a promoter for what now? 33 years?
Well, it's been longer than that, but
Yes,
she
33 years.
33 years
And
is her
I
set.
shared with a lady that owned a restaurant yesterday. I still network and plug my stepper set as if I just started last month because it's self-employed. Self-employed means you have to work. You work, you get paid. You don't work, you don't get paid. And people are so quick to count the money in the head in the event, but they don't count the money that goes back out
That
in
you
the
have to
staff.
pay,
It
yes.
has to be paid because there have been many nights that I have left out there with no money in the box. I have left out of them place with $15 in the box. You know, so
And
You are
that's the reason why I work hard to make sure I make my money to pay my staff because there has been time when I was at Mr. G's and I didn't have money to pay a DJ. I won't call his name, but he was very patient and understanding.
Well, I'll call his name if I could get it correct because there was a couple. There was Steve Breeze and there was Mellow Chris. It was a situation where I was in a situation like that, and he had patience and waited until I paid him.
It was Mellow Chris. He
Ah,
waited.
ah, I ain't got. Look, we from this stuff, Rose. I know what I'm talking about.
Rose, that just goes to show how much love you have for this culture and seeing Black people come together for a positive cause, dancing and listening to music and having fun. Because if it was about the money, you would have been out of it a long time ago. But it shows.
Time ago.
Yes.
And let me say this. I'm in no competition with no one out here. I just know that it says give in order to receive. So I give lottery tickets. I give gift cards. People can go have lunch.
$50 giveaways.
You know what a person may need to do with that $100.
So,
I give back.
this-
As long as the party keep paying for
we
itself and not taking my money from my real job, being a hairstylist, then I'm fine to continue giving away the gift cards and the lottery tickets and the $100. And sometimes I have money up under the chairs to give away.
That's true.
Because I want people to have a good time. When they go to work Monday morning, I want to be the talk on the job come Monday morning. How much fun they had Saturday night at my stepper set.
Well, if any, this is a blueprint for any promoters that are listening or will listen later. Listen, this lady, It's given from the heart and soul. And this is what's made her successful to this point. Nobody comes in on their own merit and jumps straight in front of the line. And now everything is milk and honey. It don't go like that. And this is what she's a recognized image of.
Well, this is something that she loves to do because making other people happy makes her happy.
Along with the dance.
When you follow your passion, your gift makes room for you. And this is a prime example of who Rose Wellington is.
Look, so couple of things. First, I remember 1997, me and all the guys I had out the basement, we got together and we rented a limo to come to the McCormick place to support Tick Man in the contest. And we pulled up and we got out of that limo and everybody was going in and Rose was out there. She had on her fur coat and she turned around and she said, "Oh my God, you young men look so classy, so beautiful." She said, "This is a mark in time." She said, "We are moving up the ladder." She said, "They showing up in limos, young, good looking guys." And she was out there just giving us all the praise. And we had to stop and thank her. It was really a class act how you greeted us when we came to that competition in that limo. It made us want to do more classy stuff. You follow me?
Yes.
And the other thing, I remember I had moved out of Chicago and some young guys got my name, me and my daughter, and put us on their flyer. And they was throwing a set. But the only problem was it was on your night. And you knew for a fact that Tony Dow and Dominique Dow would not be doing this. So you made some phone calls. And come to find out, we didn't know what was going on, how our name was being used. And we talked to Mellow Chris. We all straightened that SHIT out. Because what you knew about it was this wouldn't happen.
That's disrespectful. We would
And
never
you
do
knew that we was all family in tune with each other. You support us, we support you. And the way you did that research, it was beautiful because those guys was bogus for using our names and stuff in the first place. And I just want to thank you for being you. You know, you understood this is not a move that could be made like this. Let me call Tony. And I thank you for that. Because come to find out, there was some crap going on.
I thank you. I thank you. And I want to say to the world, to the Steppin community, I do not own the forced Saturday. But baby, when I tell you how hard I have worked
Yes.
for the fourth Saturday.
Right.
If you have something on the fourth Saturday, I can't come and support you.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Right. And you want to be
I
there.
support you like you done came to support me. But if we have an event on the same night, I can't come support you.
Right. And you want, and if you anybody in this culture, you want Rose at your set.
Basement party. I even had a customer one time. She invited me to her birthday party. It was on 119th and Stewart. And when the sister opened up the door, she said, "Rose, what you doing here? Do you know where you are?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yes, I'm here for your sister's birthday party." "But Rose, you shouldn't be." "Yes, I'm here." "Girl, look, God got me."
Yes. And you from the hood.
Right. You ain't new to this.
Look, I still live in the hood.
Period. You ain't new to this. You true to this.
Over 20 years, he finally made that dream come. I'm not going nowhere. I'm at the house of hope down the street from my church of 30 plus years.
Beautiful.
Yes. So, Rose, before you go, I want to give you your flowers. I want to give you your flowers to the grace that you have, that you exude. You're so classy. I mean, your energy is so great all the time. You represent for Chicago in the best way. You've been promoting for years your love for this culture, the hard work and dedication that you have put into throwing events have not gone unnoticed. You made so many people happy. I remember the Mr. G's era was a big thing. It was a big thing in the culture. And what you're doing now still is because it's you. because of how you move and how you accommodate everybody and how you welcome everybody and show love to everybody. You're truly amazing. We're grateful for you. Anyone who knows you is blessed to be in your presence because you're the same each and every time. So we appreciate you.
And I want to add to that before we go. I want the world to know you and I go back to those quarter party days that you talk about, the dungeon era and all that. But I've watched you advance in this culture like no other female that I've ever seen. What you done was you took it upon yourself to put part of this culture on your back.
Period.
And you carried us to where we are now because, just like you said, the things that you done with those events, putting money under the chairs, giving away lottery tickets and all that, Monday morning at work, we were talking about your event. We were talking about the things you gave away that no other set's done this. So we want you to know, Rose, we love you, and we want you to keep going until the end of time.
Thank you all so very much from my heart. Thank you all so much. Thank
Yes.
you so much.
And you deserve it. You're a wonderful person. So God bless you.
God bless you all as well. And everyone who's listening, God bless you all.
You're so sweet. Thank you for coming on, Rose. And the next time we're going to do this interview again in person with you. We're going to get it right.
Okay, thank you for having me. I truly, truly appreciate you all.
Thank you so much.
We love you, Rose. Love you.
You're family to us.
Absolutely.
So,
There it was.
Chicago's finest.
The Rose Wellington, a true queen.
Look, I was listening to the game she was dropping on the promoter's side. The sacrifices she made. But in the end, she's the number one hit in Chicago. Her sets be packed.
She's been sowing seeds for forever.
And she plugs wherever she goes, just like she said. It's joyous. People see her, they start smiling, like here she comes.
Yeah, her energy is very contagious. Right now, we live in a microwave pop-up generation where people want things overnight. And that rarely ever happens. She's a person that has been putting in work for decades to be who she is, to break barriers. She's definitely in the history books. You heard her say her set in Mr. G's was ongoing for 19 years. How many people could say that?
And she can dance.
Yes,
and
when you get done.
She was a judge in 1996 when Darlinda and I won the $10,000. And she said to me, you all earned what you got. She was a judge. She's a fair person, as you could hear.
She's very
She
fair.
wasn't going to make no preferences or nothing. And she let me know that you guys deserved what you got. And that was fair to me. Mm-hmm. And I love her. She's good people. Honest to God.
Hi, Rose. We're still on the live. We have you on speaker.
I didn't know. Thank you all. Thank you and thank you and thank you. I'm getting ready to try to go back to the live too.
Okay.
All right, bye.
All right.
She called the
She's so sweet. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you don't even, like, y'all don't understand. Every time I've seen this lady, her energy has rubbed off on me. She's one of the women that has made me comfortable in the culture to know that it's an older woman in the culture who welcomed me with open arms and nothing but love and class. She's
She did
one
that
of those
with you
women.
because of family.
For sure. So,
And y'all both got that height, too, as women.
yep.
Look who I found. Oh! I did her hair. So, everybody, I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. I didn't do her hair. I just okayed it. But, yeah, found her over there with the doggies. She's doing all right. You got anything you want to say to the people? Stay healthy or something like that?
Black History Month is coming up. Martin Luther King, what do you want to say?
All right.
Okay, all right.
You good. Tell them hi and bye. Go take care of your doggies.
So yes, thank y'all for watching. We are live on Universal Steppin Network each and every Friday at 5
Listen,
o'clock.
it's no telling who we're going to have in here at any given week. And so it's really a blessing. I didn't cut you off. I was trying to join in as you finished your sentence and you stopped dead. I felt stupid. But anyway, yeah, it's no telling who we'll have on here. But the one thing about us is we got access to every single person that steps. And every single person that steps, they got a story.